There we go. Follow 2 snaking paths. Each path travels diagonally, alternating notched squares and circles. Marky V, do not even joke about it. On notched squares and circles until it reaches the edge of a grid, and then it turns 90 degrees and continues in the new diagonal direction. So far, so fine. It's like a billiard ball just bouncing around a pool table. That's fine. Although why a billiard ball is on a pool table, I don't know. It should be a pool ball on a billiard table. Some answers must be altered before entry by changing a sequence of 2 or more directional letters, they are NSWE, north, south, west and east, to a single letter which will always be entered in a circle. For each such entry, shade in that circle where the single letter is. Starting from that circle, shade one straight grid line after another in the directions specified to form yet another snaking path. Many paths will overlap. The darkened paths will form number 1, telling you to stop all this snaking. The letters in the shaded circles will form a cryptic clue for number 2. The letters in the shaded notch squares will form a cryptic clue for number 3, of course. For every clue, if the nth letter of the entry for that clue lands on a shaded space, circle or notch, circle the nth letter of the clue. Reading all of the circled letters in clue order will give you one last cryptic clue for something that is a combination of the results to 1, 2 and 3, which will enable you to complete one final path. It is absolutely arch, absolutely. Luckily, we don't have to worry too much about the preamble to start off with. This is what I'm thinking, Meredith. I have a feeling we're not going to get onto a standard... Oh, sorry, there you go. I don't think we're going to get onto today's standard cryptic crossword from The Independent, but let's see if we can. Let's see if we can do this in an hour. So, basically, the principle is we're going to be bouncing off the sides. Sometimes, if it's a north, south, east, west, NESW, we're going to replace them with a single letter, which is always going to go in a circle instead, and then we get to do some shading based on that. Okay, at least the clues are relatively normal, and we're given 2 snakes. So here we go. Dairies sell this stuff that's full of energy. Dairies sell this stuff that's full of energy. I have this one. Bizarrely enough, I've got this one straight off. Oh, absolutely, Meredith. This is going to be very much a communal solve. Okay, I think I might have to be relatively speedy today to get through this. I have a feeling. So a few of you are getting it. Hologram Waterfall, Meredith, you're all getting it. Type the answer in the chat if you think you've got it. Agreed on speed. I'm going to go for cream. If you stuff, you cram. It's not stuff the noun, it's stuff the verb. Full of energy, E for energy in physics. And you get cream, which is something that dairies sell. So we can put that in the grid. So we can go C, R. I thought I'd changed all of the grid to 30-point font. And the right font. Come on. I definitely did. And it's not that square. It's absolutely not the square. It's this square. Why are you so small? Oh, no. Why? Anyway, it definitely does that. Oh, my goodness. Why are you not all... This I had not banked on. Okay. And 30-point. There we go. I think that's worked. Cream. So we've started that. Position for the monastic Swedes who sang Fernando completely vacuously. I'm assuming, we haven't been told, but I'm assuming that the number in brackets is not necessarily the entry. Alphabet Plane has got this. Position for the monastics. So the Swedes who sang Fernando, ABBA. Completely vacuously. Oh, got it. Or at least I think I have it. Type it in the chat if you think you've got it. So ABBA, they are the people who sang Fernando. And completely, if you vacate the middle, you get CY. Those are the edges of completely. And that's what you're getting, so that's good. And the reason it's such a strange phrasing of clue is because particular letters will need to be particular things. Because of the silly way that stuff works later on. So we've got cream and abacy. Odd iron container hung from an obi. Odd iron container hung from an obi. Well, I know what a container hung from an obi is, but that's not 4 letters. Oh, is it nori, which is a type of seaweed, but maybe it is also a word for a container hung from an obi. Odd iron, anagram of iron. And then I think it's container hung from an obi. Hologra has nori, so that is hunky nori. So it is an edible seaweed. Yes, that's in Collins. I am not seeing the other definition of it in any of my normal dictionaries. It's not nori. Haha. Right. Ornery. Orin. Is it orin? Orin. It's not orin. Okay, first letter, please. Is it Ronnie? R-O-N-I. It's not Ronnie. Odd iron. I. So, inrow? Inrow, an ornamental box with compartments for seals, medicines, etc., formerly worn by Japanese on a girdle. I was thinking of netsuke rather than, or a netsuke. I was thinking of that, but inrow will work for me. Thank you very much, everyone. A Hindu deity doesn't carry a knife. A Hindu deity doesn't carry a knife. Yes, indeed, Afflitzing. Affitzling. I need to actually read the word. So A is A here. Hindu deity. I'm going to need something like... Don't know any Hindu deities. And then you're going to take A out of the Hindu deity. So we're going to get A, no. And we're going to get a knife. And... What's the first letter of the Hindu deity? S. Shivu. Oh! A shiv is a knife, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, whoops, how have I done that? I think it must be shiv. Shiva, not shivu. Of course, there we go. So that's a shiv. Well, I'm very lucky that we've got all these so far. So now we hit that, we now bounce off the wall and head down. And now we're going to head back up to the top left. Person without rights. Person without rights. I do note that we haven't had any funky clues yet. As in where we're going to be taking multiple directional letters and putting them all in the same circle. I do, but it was multiples. We do have an S in a circle, but I think it's multiples. Let's just have a quick look. Some answers must be altered upon entry by changing a sequence of 2 or more directional. So the fact that it's 1, it's just an S, it's not part of it. But good spot. Whoop. Person without rights. Meredith might have it. Left. First letter, please. From Fogarty or Meredith or anyone who has it. Person without rights. Is it going to be purrs? Just if we take the 2 right-handmost letters? Is it going to be pers? Person, okay. People. Next letter, please. Person without right. Perp. A perp, maybe? Is it a perp? Nope, not perp. Pest. Person. No R in the answer. Next letter, please. I am, but I'm going to get it. It's going to be like that Wheel of Fortune episode where they're really, really close and dancing. Is it peep, then? A peon? A peon is a person. Oh, and you take RS out of it. Rights can be R, so rights can be RS. Take the RS out of person and you get peon. That's clever. Okay, P, E, O, and N. Oh, dear. It's terrible. Attempts to find water deer might swallow were initially satisfactory. Attempts to find water deer might swallow were initially satisfactory. I wanted to be douses because that if to attempt to find water is to douse, I think. So maybe douses, and then we might have a WS and actually WSES. Deer are does. Deer are does. And deer are does, and we've got WS that we need to put in it. Swallow were is SW, not WS. And that's important, so it's not quite right, because there's no were initially and satisfactory. So were initially is W. Can satisfactory be S? If satisfactory can be S. Right. It is douses. Now, so that's going to be a D. That's going to be an O. And now we're going to get a funky thing going on. Oh, right, okay. S is satisfactory. Okay. I wouldn't know that. Wouldn't know that, you know. It could. And I'm going to say it is. WSES. Now, it says to enter it... It says in the preamble, and I know it's very small, so I'm going to... it needs to be changed to a single letter, which will always be entered in the circle. So, because we have multiple directions here, WSES, I'm going to change that to just a dot for now. And then starting from there, we've got there, and then W, S, east and south. And those are all going to get a colour. Those are all going to get a colour. What colour are we going to have? I have absolutely no idea. Green? Is that going to work? That's a very, very bold green. So I think because we had... So we start here, which we circle. You want orange? I can do orange. Let's see if I can do a light orange. I could do a burnt orange. I can't find a light orange. Why can't I find a light orange? It's because I'm looking at swatches. That'll do anyway. Oh, I am indeed. So because we have to go west, south, east, south, I think it's that, and whatever that first letter. It could be dog. It could be dot. It will be. I think whatever that letter is will become clear. And it does end in another circle. That's true. That's true. So we might have this circle. We might go north, west, north, east, or something like that. Oh, don't say that, Meredith. Don't say that. Ent has thrashed people like Macbeth. Ent has thrashed people like Macbeth. Okay, yes, I'm happy with this one. I have a feeling they have to be, Meredith. This is the sort of thing. If there's more things going on when you have to put it into the grid, the easier the clues are, and vice versa. Right, I'm going to give this one to a Fitzling Plain and Marky V. You two. What do you think it is? What do you think it is? I agree. I think it's Thanes. I think it is an anagram of Ent has. So let's put Thanes. NES can go there. So and that can be that, can't it? That could be another T. So that could be dot. That could be that. So let's put this and north and east and south. Doesn't finish in a circle, but they are all sort of connected. So I'm sort of happy with that. Have I done it wrong? That north, east. East. I always do that with east and west. This is going to be a problem for today. As a meteorologist, it was an issue as well. Ah, dear. So that's Thanes. The other east, absolutely, Marky V. 2 being prompted, turned east. Which way's east? I just don't know. 2 being prompted, turned east. Like, turned east. So we're going to reverse something. So cued, deuce. Deuce, because that's EQ'd backwards. Yes, so it's prompted, which is cued backwards, and then east for E. It is exactly that, Nutmeg. We are sometimes, and it always goes in a circle if it's a string of 2 or more of the directions, and there's a handy compass right there, so you'd think I'd know which way is east and which way is west. Then we squidge them all into one cell. We don't know what letter we replace them in. D, E, that's just one letter, so that's fine. U, C, E, and that fits back up very nicely with there. So now we continue up here. Baseball, ball player Hersh's, I can't say it. Unusual role. Is there like a Lero or an all? Is there an all? ORLE? It was hard, Meredith. Oral. All. What is the answer to this one? I'm happy to be told. Oral. I've got 2 orals, so I'm going to go for oral. I'm not going to rest on my orals, of course. Oral. That gets us there. Thank you. Love received by tin soldiers' first offspring. Love received by tin soldiers' first offspring. Love is O. Oral and Ardy, that's good. Pronounced oral. Love is usually O. Tin is SN. Oh, right, yes, okay. Type it in the chat if you think you got it. I've done a lot of the hard work for you there with that one, I will admit. I think it's sons. Yes, love. O goes in SN for tin. Soldiers first is S, and we get some offspring, which would be sons. And I think that NS is going to go here. So that is these 2. Which is a bit weird. But that could be SOT, that could be SOP. It feels a bit inelegant, Catus. We will have to, when we get some crosses, when we've bounced about a bit, we'll find out. Extremely beautiful woman kissing Theodore under some canvas. Extremely beautiful woman kissing Theodore under some canvas. Theodore... Is that going to be Teddy? Is that going to be Theo? Under some canvas. I cry, Meredith. That's what I do. I cry because I haven't saved. I haven't got a backup of this. Normal. Yeah, it's fair. Okay. First letter, please. Here. Because I want extremely beautiful to be BL, so I'm hoping that first letter is a B. It's a T. Excellent. Extremely beautiful woman kissing Theodore under some canvas. Next letter, please. T. Some canvas could be a tarp, but it isn't a tarp. Next letter, please. Extremely beautiful. N. Under some canvas. Oh, right, so an extremely beautiful woman is a 10. I don't like that at all, but fine. Kissing Theodore. Ted! Under some canvas, tented. So T-E-N. So that's east and north. T-E-D. So what letter can go there? What letter can go there? Tated, tighted, toted. Toted can go there as in to carried around. I don't think an I can go there. It might. I think that each snake should cover every single cell. Can I just get a check on that? Yeah, I think... No, not quite. So, no. Yes, no spoilers, effrontery, no spoilers. Group from London needs the set of assumptions underlying a literary work. Group from London needs the set of assumptions underlying a literary work. What? Group from London, Cockneys. Needs the... a group. So it's going to be something with a U in it that you wouldn't necessarily have a U in the US. Maybe that's where it's going. The set of assumptions underlying a literary work. Canon. Volume. No. Any... I'm not even going to vote. I'm not even going to vote. First two letters, please, on this one. I can't help. I'm predicting yes. I can't cast a prediction on their own channel. How annoying! I'm saying yes. Okay, we're going to move on then, but we don't quite know where it'll go. But now, we do have some crosses actually. If there's no funky things going on, it's this one, this one, this one. O something E. Throne. What word do you have, Sean, of set of assumptions? Because maybe this will be a help. Theses. I mean, sort of an anagram of the set, isn't it? Or needs the SAS. It's something like or the MI5, or it's going to be the something. I quite like it's the Met, the MES. It's something like that. Themes maybe Anyway, it's something like that, but I'm moving on. Snake-like fish, decapitated cads. I'm assuming that's eels, because you can have, like, heels. A cad can be a heel. Decapitate that, and you get eels. And I think... Oh, I think that's going to go here, and I think it's going to be... Oh, or is it going to go here? We don't know. What is MAS? So if it is TH, E, it doesn't hit. Don't like that. So I'm not quite sure that that's right. Maybe. EE could be one if it's in a circle here, and then we could have L and then S here. So I'm going to put it like that as a possible. we may have to start looking at snake 2 soon, now that we've lost our thread. I'm going to do one more. Oh no, I don't think it even can. If it's thesis, it has two drs in a row. TH, yeah, but then with that O, because that in row is definitely right. Let's have a look at snake 2. Oh, directions, that's the word. That's the word. So let's have a look at snake 2. Kitten's feet entering your ears will result in hesitation. I'm just going to go straight away without a pause in that one. So that is P-A-U and an S and E. So that's going to be there. Okay, fine. So that's P-A-U, S and E, though I don't know what one letter can go there. Oh, Paul, I guess. Lose vigour at the conclusion of LA story. Lose vigour at the conclusion of LA story. 2 beans is an acceptable answer. Fade. If you lose vigour, you ail, you reduce, you tire. First letter, please. And if it's an A, I'm going to be annoyed because the conclusion of LA is A. And I think it's going to be A that is the first letter. It's S. Oh, okay. Sag. Thank you. Saga. So we got S, A, G, and then A. And that, what clue was that? That was douses. So, so if we get a clash in a circle, I think that's fine. Do we agree? Let's do the next one. Ithacan Nestorian maintains the site of a French film festival. It's my favourite. It's my favourite, and it would imply that pause is wrong, I think. As in, the way we've entered it is wrong. So type it in the chat if you think you got it. It's my favourite. It's a hidden. It's literally hidden in Ithacan Nestorian. It's can. Oh, even I. Cans. Even I got it. Yeah. And I want that to start there. So maybe pause is not one of them. I'll put an N there. And that was... I forget what clue that was for. But do we reckon... that... pause is just S then E, and then we put saga, and then we do get dog. We do get dog if we do that, and that is a word. So that's feeling better. So that's saga, and then that is cans, and then we've got N, N, and E on that one, and S. Oh my goodness. So that is N, N, E, and then S. So we've got all that going on in that one. So in this one, I'm going to slip back to our normal, and then we're going to put pause in here, unaltered. So tented could just be an E and an N, says Catus. Would we agree? It's not going to snake both ways. I think you're right. So this one goes back to being, because it's just north, north, Some will overlap. It did say that, but then... So... can becomes K, which I don't like. So that is tented there. Whew. Okay, divisible by 2, 3, and 4 after taking 20% off the top. Is that even? 11 minus something, it's 7. 3 and 4 is 7. Take 20% off the top, take the first letter off, 20% off of that, you get even. That's a lovely clue. And I don't know where we put that. Do we put an E here? Is it there? And then is that EN? There's all sorts of horribleness potentially going on now. That it's a good clue. Would you put, so that E is from cans? Yes, you're right. The E is from tented, more specifically. So it's E, V, E, and then N. Woof, this is nasty. Using heat and cold strengthen Miss Hathaway's rings a little. Using heat and cold strengthens Miss Hathaway's rings a little. I am with you, Nutmeg, because it seems to have fallen apart a little bit. So, yes, it's a bit irritating. Well, yeah, I am thinking of Anne. Rings a little. So cold and then Anne, we got that. No? Does Anne appear in it? No C. Okay, using heat and cold. Must be the definition there. Miss Hathaway's Anne rings a little. Anneals. Peels. No. Rings a little. Oh, hang on. Anne. It has to ring a little. Anne's around AL. Anneals. And then if you use heat and cold, like a sword, you temper it. Okay. A. That size, because NNE, if we put that in there, we can't go north twice. It does. It's periodic hot and then cold, I thought. NNE ALS. Don't like it. And then east. Don't like it because we can't go north twice. So what if it's just AN and what if it isn't? Heat and allow to cool. Well, I'm sure. Anyway, we shall see. I've got to put it in there. I think I am. It is not, but I will drop the preamble here. Oh, I've reached my character limit of 500. Funny that. So there's that. The entries in this grid. So, I could put it on Discord, yes. The entries in this grid, new direction. Okay. So that's paragraph 1. There's paragraph 2. I will put this all on Discord, but just in case you are not on Discord, there's paragraph 3. And Flushington, you've joined us. This is going to blow your minds because this is blowing our minds because we don't know what's going on. Good evening, hope you're all doing well. Welcome, Raiders. Iceland. Iceland is the raid message. Now, was that a raid? Was that the answer to a question? Was it a silly answer? I'm going to go with silly answer. If you, by the way, want to see all that preamble again, you can go to the Puzzle Talk section of my Discord, and it will be there. Oh, right. What have I been doing wrong? What have I been doing wrong? This is quite exciting. Nice. That's amazing roll flush. Enjoy. And I hope no volcanoes erupt, causing massive flight disruption to you. You're shading lines between cells. Oh, no. Oh, no, that's worse. That's a thing that's hard to do. Well, in that case, great. 2010 that was. Ifi Yokel or something like that. So shade in the circle where the single letter is, and then shade one grid line after another in the directions. Okay, so you still can't get two norths from here. Okay, but anyway, some paths are going to overlap. This is all quite exciting. Those aren't needed. Those are not needed. Oh, that sucks, Flush. That sucks. Well, yeah, but if the cruise started in, say, the Caribbean or Florida, then you can't get to the starting point of the cruise. So, yeah, but good point, Brooks. And then we can start drawing lines from path to path. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just going to try and fill in the answers. I think I'm just going to try and fill in the answers. Tar cries about dropping line. Tar cries about dropping lines. We can take the L out of something. Bye-bye, Prues. Lovely to see you. Hope you're doing well. Cries. Balls. Tar is a salt. Sailor. Or are we just going to move the line down? Not sure. Where you might sit when deprived of real tea. Where you might sit when deprived of real tea. I mean, good luck to us finishing this in 2 hours, I'm going to say. Where you might sit when deprived of real tea. So, a bench minus R, a seat, a sofa, a settee, a couch. Earl Grey. So we need a 4-letter T or a 5-letter T. Oolong. Breakfast. Mint. Iced. First letter, please. C. Char. Chair. So it's char with one in it or something like that. Remove real and you get chai. There we go. Amusingly, char is also another word for tea. So you can get char and chair. Chai. Words. Hopped beverages drenching fashionable skirts. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do, because the clues are straightforward, we're going to put as many clues together as possible before we then work out what the heck is going on in the grid. It feels like that's the best thing to do. Hopped beverages drenching fashionable skirts. Fashionable is in, probably. Skirts, midi, maxis, A-line, A-lines, ales, with in the middle is A-lines, which I'm not going to be able to spell no matter how hard I try. And that's got a suspicious NES in it, hasn't it? A Parisian bed, Don damaged, is not glued together. A Parisian bed, Don damaged, is not glued together. Thank you. Thank you, Arch. A Parisian is and then it's going to be... Yep, that's fine. Go for it, Hologro. Go for it, Stephen. This is going to be sort of speed running on the clues. I'm hoping you're going to tell me unbonded, because that is an anagram of bed don after a Parisian. I see what you did there, Stephen. I see it. After a Parisian, which is un. A ventriloquist's shrink provides a bit of instruction. a ventriloquist's shrink provides a bit of instruction. A bit of instruction. A lesson? Not sure. If you've got that, let me know. Odd parts of cycloid met lines some programmers produce. Odd parts of cycloid met... That's going to be C code. Because that is the every other letter of cycloid met C, C, O, D, and E. Ventriloquist, what are the first 2 letters, please, Hologrow? You notice that I'm asking for 2 because I'm going to... Speed, we're going to need to get through this. L-E. Is it lesson? A bit of instruction is a lesson, but... Oh, why is it lesson then? It sounds like lesson. Oh, to shrink to lessen ventriloquist. Right, yes, fine. Okay, yes. Gore had flipped, seizing head of Irving Bloom. Dahlia. Dahlia. It is owl reversed with I in the middle because it's seizing the head of Irving. And had is there as well. So owl had, all reversed with the letter I tucked into the middle of it. Rat devouring feed and parts of a restaurateur's workday. Part of a restaurateur's workday. The prep part, the cashing up part, the cooking part, the waitering part, the bussing part. Someone who owns a restaurant. Or works in one. I know. Yes. No. No. I think I looked this up recently and I was surprised to discover it does not have an N. It doesn't have an N. It's a common misconception. A keeper of a restaurant is a restaurateur. So there we go. I don't know anyone on that one. Even though we do sort of say it restaurateur, it's not. There's no N. I'm going to move on. Spy entrapping half of nation's legislative body. I do know something. It comes from the French. Restaurateur, meaning to restore. And yes, I am reading this from Chambers. French to restore. Okay. Oh, you have to dismantle your PC to decorate it. Just put some sparkly lights on the outside of it. It'll be fun. I know what you mean, Flush. Good luck. Enjoy your decorating and have a lovely evening. No. Well, yes, but when I want to see a lovely sparkly thing. Right. Okay. Someone's shouting at me. The spy and the restaurateur. Go for the restaurateur, Hologrow. Like the first 2 or 3 letters, please. So the rats could be sailors. Set. Sorry, Stephen did though. Sorry. So SET are the first parts of a restaurateur's workday. Rats devouring feed. Anagram of rats and feed. Not set. Oh, it's SE. Oh, okay. Next 2 letters, please. So it's like seating or rats devouring feed. Next letter, please. Seating, seat cleaning, situation comedies, rats as in tattles, cells, seatings, sings, and that sings, seatings, there we go. So it's eat in sings. It's a spy entrapping half of nation's legislative body. Half of nations is N-A-T. A spy, a rat maybe. A mole. A A senate. Oh, it's not a mole. It's to espy, to see, to spy something. Senate. There we go. Undressed, finally, with nothing being overlooked. Undressed, finally, with nothing being overlooked. In nud. Oh, in all. So if we undress, finally, if we take the first and last letters off of it, you get in all, and that's with nothing being overlooked. So in all, it is in all. Portal guardians, there's no cake, start to wear girdles more irregularly. Portal guardians, so it's going to be like bouncers or something like that. Start to wear, it's probably W. G for girdles, more, so it's an anagram of that. Portal guardians feels like it's the definition. Start to wear is W. Girdles. Corsets. More irregularly. Anagram of more. There's definitely an anagram of more somewhere in there. I'm going to come back to that. Let me know if you get it. What films are seen on corroded sensors? That's an anagram of sensors for screens. An actor named Mineo, or Mineo, deep inside, covets something smoothing. Soothing, not smoothing. An actor named Mineo, deep inside, covets something soothing, like aloe. Aloe is something soothing, or a balm, or a lotion, or something like that. So that it's salmonella. Okay, salmonella. Sorry, it is sal. Okay. So a salve then? Deep inside covets, it's the internal bits of covets, which is VE. So it's sal, VE for that to the deep inside. And then something soothing is a salve. Now we have the Portal Guardians from, I think, Stephen. First two letters, please. D-O. Doormen. So it's den with an anagram of more in it. No, don. Start to wear is don. If you don something, you start to wear it. It's girdling, so it's around an anagram of more, so it is doormen. Reporters' funds used to free one bundle of goods. Reporters' funds, so that's a homophone clue, used to free one bundle of goods. Deal, funds, cash. Cash. A bundle of goods would be a cache, C-A-C-H-E, and then I may have stuffed it, Sensei. I may have stuffed it. I've put a pause on putting things into the grid. You had bail and bail. Oh, okay. It does seem backwards, which I'm worried about. A bundle of goods, a bail, and then reporters' funds. Yeah, okay, let's go with bail, B-A-L-E. Top-notch, grand, northwest Italian city. Top-notch, grand, northwest Italian city. Is it going to be like Turin or something like that? Grand is G, or K, or M. Parma? Top-notch is usually like A1. It was the right thing to do. It was the right thing to do. Okay. Yes, I don't know my Italian geography. I don't know any cities in the northwest. Go with A1. Okay. And then G for grand. Or M. Or K. Is there a city called Aoneg? Milan? N-E-S-W. Genoa. Genoa, that's A1 and G to the northwest, which means it's going to be going southeast in the grid at that point in time. Oh, that's cheeky. And then it's just an Italian city. Oh, that's very cheeky. Blue drapes we cut. Blue drapes we cut. Blue is sad. Drapes, curtains, sags. We've got many more clues. Oh, if we take we out of a word for drapes, so like curtains, or we need to take the word we out of drawers. First letter, please. Next letter, please. So we've got S. A. Next letter, please. It better not be D. It better not be D. The definition is cut. Okay. Oh, I see. So it's sad. I had all the words. It's sad, but it's draping, i.e. is around we. And then for cuts, we get sword. The other way, Mr. Arnaz added text Mr. Norton hated. The other way, Mr. Arnaz added text Mr. Norton hated. The only person who I know who's Norton is Graham. Mr. Arnaz, is that... Thank you, Desi. The other way... Desi, so maybe that's backwards. So Desi added text. Is it despised? Ed Norton. Okay, so added text is your PS. PS, no. That's your added text. And then Mr. Norton is Ed. And put that all backwards and we get to despised. Yep, there's more. Low temperature is of no practical importance. Low temperature is of no practical importance. Moot. That's clever. Sorry, this is a good one. Hologrow, you like it. Why is it moot? Go for it in the chat if you think you know why I've written the word moot. It's of no practical importance, which means it's a moot point. It's a cow's opinion. It's moo. And a cow goes moo. So to low is just a weird piece of crosswordese. You never say it in real life. Oh, the cows were lowing in the fields. Oh, I guess you do at Christmas. And then T for temperature. A battle cruiser's penultimate alert. A battle cruiser's penultimate alert. Penultimate alert is R. Cruiser. There's so many clues here. So many clues. How many more have we got? Oh, my goodness. First two letters, please, Hologrow, of the battle. A battle, which I'm currently thinking is Alamo. Cruiser's penultimate, it might be E or it might be R. Oh, a war. So a battle is a war, and then Cruiser's penultimate is E, and then you get alert. At sea, carried by swine, featured in commercial. So commercial is ad. Swine. Pigs. Cads. Oh yes, Caroline, more than half. More than half. So we are doing hogs. Is it feral hogs? Her name was Rio, and she... See, that's when you say think of a Duran Duran song, I think of Rio. What you never are. Rude. Swine. Cads. What is the first letter of the swine? Goes on. A board. Thank you. Boar is the swine. Put that in AD and get a board. And you are usually at sea when you are aboard. You could be docked, of course, but you're probably at sea. Thicken. In the middle of the fabric. Thicken. In the middle of the fabric. Thicken the middle of the fabric. Thicken. The. If you thicken, you clot. Middle of the is H. Cloth. Absolutely flawless, as Bitterotter says there from Fogarty. Yeah. Cloth, that was good though. 6 going through cha-chas, select a sliding dance step. 6 going through cha-chas, select a sliding dance step. 6 is VI. And going through cha-chas, which is T's. Is it going to be TEAS? Not quite. No. Ban, be gone. Thank you, Sensei. I was just getting there. Don't know that one. Unchaste Olive and I start to irk a 10th century pope. I'm assuming 10th century is meant to be 2 words there. Yes, there's meant to be a hyphen there that's somehow gone missing. Unchaste Olive and I start to irk a 10th century pope. Oh, right, so it's going to be Leo the 8th. Because it's an anagram of olive. So that's Leo. And then you've got VI left over. And you've got another I. And then start to work is another I. So it's got to be Leo the 8th. And, right. First letter of the 6 going through cha-chas. Clue, please, for the dance step. C. Oh, it's a hidden. It's 6, as in 6 letters, going through cha-chas. Select. And it's your chasse, which is a sliding dance step. I don't like hiddens. I don't like them. Okay, right. We've got a goodly number of clues left to go for snake number 1. So here we go. The German greeting, the central pair of Avengers, is bold. The German, so der die or das, greeting, high. And the central pair of Avengers is NG, dashing. I got very lucky there. Nose of... I apologise, I'm not throwing all these out to the chat. It's time. I have not. This is absolutely true. Nose of some dispatcher. I am no foggy. End Fogarty. I am no foggy. Nose of some dispatcher is about to display a ruddy quality. Nose of some dispatcher. What? Some dispatcher is about to display a ruddy quality. Something-ness, probably like redness or something like that. I mean, Rudolph had a red nose. Is it redness? Do we like redness? And that's why maybe Bitter Otter has said dashing through the snow. I will go through redness. I don't quite understand that one then. S, sender back. Oh, God. Nose of some. First letter of some is S. The dispatcher is the sender. Put it all back from the back. Blimey. Okay. Ear bones. All about it. All found inside me, Kevin. Says hammer, anvil, syrup. Did I say syrup? I meant stirrup. Hammer, anvil, syrup. Stirrup. Which is Malleus, Incus, and Stapes. So maybe it's Inca inside me. Which you get mince eye, so it's not that. Ear bones. I know them all, and that's irritating. All found inside me, Kevin. Is it a hidden? I don't think it is. First letter, please, Hologrode. The setter is... Oh, it's... Oh, ucaoimhu. Kevin is the setter. M. It's. I just want to check it isn't Mechavi, is it? Those are not ear bones, are they? There's only 3, Meredith, so I think it's okay, but I don't know. I don't know all of everybody's ear bones, of course. Next letter, please. So it's M. Hammer, anvil, stirrup. Next letter, please. Malleus. Oh. So Mallia. Mallii. Oh, goodness. Malai. M-A-L-A-E. No, M-A-L-E-A. Mallia. Oh. Malleus, plural. Mallii with an M-A-L-E-I. That's how we do. Okay, so it's all inside me, and Kevin is I. Oh, that's cheeky. So I do know all the bones, but I don't know their plurals. Cal visits remarkable person who studies languages akin to Czech. Cal. So languages akin to Czech feels like it's the definition. And Cal, do I need to know who the person is? The remarkable person is probably a savant or something like that. Something like that. Slovakian. Oh, it's plural. It's a languages akin to Czech. First 2 letters, please. Which is what I had a second ago. Next 2 letters, please. It's going to be something like that, isn't it? Someone who likes that language. Cal. Visit. So we're going to put Cal. Hang on. L in savant. Next letter, please. Yeah, I'm wondering if Cal is in the answer bitter, I think. Oh, it's an anagram of Cal visits. Okay, so Slavicist. Nice word. Nice word, thank you. I just hadn't spotted that it was an anagram at all. Without breaking a granddad's heart. Without breaking a granddad's heart. In one. Granddad's heart. What letter is in the middle of granddad? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's the N and the D. First letter, please. I mean, in one is all I've got at the moment. Without breaking. Grandad is Pop, maybe? Or Papa? Yeah, okay. Last letter, please, because if I ask for the next letter, it'll be... we'll have a complete word. Of old? Of old without breaking. What do you think it is, Mark? Let's see what you think it is. It's that thing you get with fortune cookies in bed. I don't want 4 degrees in bed. Although, on end. Okay, without breaking it's on end, yes. A granddad's heart. So granddad's heart. Oh, so A is 1. Oh, okay, clever. Simple. Very simple in the end. A is 1. ND is the heart of granddad. Awful boas, lastly. Contrast with wooden footwear. Is it going to be clogs? Awful boas. So anagram of boas. Contrast. Lastly. And then a T at the end. Wooden footwear. Yep, that's fine. The only other wooden footwear I've not... I think so, yes. Yeah, pretty much so. Crocs. Everybody loves Crocs, yeah? Crocs are everybody's favourites. Type it in the chat if you think you've got it for this one. It's the sabot, a wooden shoe or clog, which Chambers then says as formerly worn by French peasants. Fair enough. Word that ends a psalm is translated as hell. Is it just an anagram of as hell? Oh, right, yes. Add in bed to the end of your fortune. And then it makes it better. I'm going to have to do that in the future. That's excellent. I see, yes. Word that ends a psalm, that feels like it's a definition, is translated as hell. Is it an anagram of as hell? So is it Hellas? Helas? No. Heels. Selah. Okay, well I had the right idea. Selah is, in the Old Testament Psalms, a Hebrew word meaning pause. Number that's satisfying Methuselah's grandson. Number that's satisfying Methuselah's grandson. What is your favourite number? What number do you find particularly satisfying? For me, it's 12. I did set it up, didn't I? I didn't think about it, just and Hollow and Marky V. Never mind. Okay. Methuselah's grandson. Is that something? No, is it numbers in an ether? As in like something that. Something that numbs. What is the first letter, please? Number. That is could be IE. Don't know. Number could be N. Oh, I don't know if I know Methuselah's grandson, if that's the definition. Is it Nies? Nies. Number 9? A number that's 4 letters and begins with N is 9. 2 letters for number. Oh, NO. And then R for that's satisfying. And then I'm assuming Noah was the grandson of Methuselah. Bishop Kennedy's captivating wife surfs the web. Browses. Bishop is B. Who was Kennedy's Roses. Roses for Kennedy's. Was Rose a Kennedy? And then it's captivating wife, putting W in it, and we get surf the web for browses. Rose Kennedy, thank you very much. The chief of staff, before doing garden work, is putting metallic footwear on. The chief of staff, probably S, before doing garden work, weeding or something, is putting metallic shoeing. Ah, yes, as in you shoe a horse. So shoeing, you do that. Hoeing is what you do in the garden. Dreadful funeral song is devoid of gravity. Dreadful funeral song is devoid of gravity. That's quite a good clue. It's dire, dirge. Without gravity, without G, becomes dire. Misdescribed Tory as a Troy as a newbie. Well, I read that as Tory, didn't I? Misdescribed Troy as a newbie. Is it Tory? Is it an anagram of Tory? Is it / Troy? Oh, okay. Oh, Tyro. I think that is a beginner, a novice. There we go. One residing in white abode that's maximally pale. One residing in white abode that's maximally pale. It's not going to be whitest, but it's going to be something est or something. One is going to be I. We're going to put that in a white. Yeah, worryingly, effrontery is exactly correct. Tyromancy is divination by watching cheese coagulate. That's incredible knowledge. So very well done. Not sure on that one. A beef supplier is tidy. A beef supplier is tidy. Neat. Beef supply. Cow. Tidy. It is from the Greek. It's from the Greek for cheese. For tyromancy. A beef supplier. A beef could be a spat. It can be an argument, something like that. Letters from the Hebrew alphabet replaced the T's. Okay. I'm going to need to know my Hebrew alphabet here. Replaced the T's. Is it Hetts? H-E-T-T-S? It's going to be. I think it's going to be an anagram of the T's. Is it? It can't just be Thets because it's right there. Teths is my guess. And Chambers says the 9th letter of the Hebrew alphabet. What melting fundamentally involves? What melting fundamentally involves? Warmth fundamentally involves. Okay, Marky V, first letter, please. I mean, just melting, absolutely better. I'll take that. First letter from anyone who's got this clue, what melting fundamentally involves. And whilst that comes through, ostrich feature that's useless for flying, taking a drive, or walking through water. Oh, okay. Ostrich feature. Long neck. That's useless for flying, taking a drive, or walking through water. That is a huge clue. Fogarty, you can help me here. First letter, please. I mean, wings. It can't fly. Oh, it starts with W. That's useless for flying. Taking a drive or next letter, please, Fogarty. Right, strong hints wanted for the ostrich clue, please. I think it's wading. Wing. Ostrich feature that's used to fly. Wing. Taking AD, A drive, D for drive, and then or walking through water is wading. There we go. Someone had the fundamentally involving melting clue. Can I have some hints for that? So that Prundle isn't a thing over here because we have. I mean, I was going to say because we have gears, but then yeah, you tend to see that on automatic cars, I guess, and we tend to have fewer automatic cars here. So that's not really a thing here, Prundle, but I know of it because it came up in a recent crossword that I was doing. It's a cryptic definition that clues a real definition. It's a cryptic definition. What melting fundamentally involves? Heat, warmth, water. First letter, please, for this one. Anagram of what? That's Thor. So that's 4 letters. So fundamentally involves what melting? And then fundamentally involves the middle letter or the first letter or the last letter. Thor's. It's going to be Thor's. There we go. Tough clue. Tough clue. Did anyone have either of these two? The beef supplier is Tyee, and one residing in White Abode that's maximally pale. Did anyone get any of those? If not, I'm going to start trying to wrangle these snakes soon, because that's going to take a bit of going. I know. But we can now... We can attack the snake from both ends because we've we've got Leo VIII, so I can put that here, VIII and Leo. There we go. So we can put Leo the 8th. He is in chasse, and I'm very happy with this one because we can get C there. Come on, there we go. H, and then we're going to put SSE. So we're going to highlight this, and then we're going to draw, but the line is down there. So do we think it's going to be this line here? S. Oh, that's horrible. S. That is not the tool that I wanted. I just want a pen, which this does not have. I think this will work. So we've got south, and east. Is that what it's getting at? So I've drawn those lines, and they are incredibly thin. So let's make them bigger. So I think it's that. I think it's getting at that. So cloth is before it, and we've got a C there, so that's very useful. We want that. So C, L, O, T, and H. So I'm quite happy with those. Let's put a board in. So D, and then we get an R. That's all right. A, O, B, and A. That's all looking fine. And then we get a where. And that marks with that W. Fine. That's good. And then we get moot, which I'm filling in as tomb. That seems hunky-dory. Despised is next. And I think we're just going to put an E in there. Sorry, that should be an S. Because there we've got despised. Are we happy with that? Because we get despised if we do that. I did wonder about that. Yeah, because that S must go there, so that can only be an E there, so that's fine. What's after that? Sword. Okay, we've got an A there. S-A-W-E-D. Could be there. What's Genoa? Genoa, I'm not going to do that. I think that's going to be Genoa there. and then S, A, and there we get a WE. So that one we are going to do. And then we're going to put that in. So we're going to go west and then east. So it doesn't do a lot. But we have drawn that line. You don't like that. Okay. Yeah, because it doubles back on itself, yeah? That we don't like it. Do we know? So we're going to go up here and then we're going to go here. We've got Bale. Here is Bale. So Genoa is going to go here. Genoa. And then sword is normal. Sword is therefore normal. So we can just put that in. We can delete that line. I don't think that's stuffing it. I very much think that's absolutely fine and well within the path of the course for just testing things out. That's not stuffing it at all. So we've got up to Bale, and then we want Salve. So Salve, we've got V, S-A-L-V, so we've got an L, an A, and an S. And then we have screens. This one is screening out to me that it's going to have some fun stuff going on. Though that S has to go there, so that N must go there. With that E there, that's got to go there, I think. And then R, C, and S. I think that might be normal, because then we've got doormen. And so here we go. This one is different. That one is EN for the doormen. And so we're going to draw a line east. Whoops. We're going to draw a line east and then north. Well, that's not fun, is it? That doesn't look great. But that doorman and then screens, I feel like that works. And so we will have in all. Yeah, that's fine. And then Senate. So that pauses. Is that pauses wrong? Make doormen normal and scrunch screens. Okay, good, because something was going wrong here. So let's just tweak that. I think I did it in the wrong place anyway, so that'll be why. So doormen, making the doormen normal, and then scrunching up. So we've got S, C, R, E, and then we got an EN there. So I will delete that, and put in fact, the same. Are we happy with that? What are we going to do with the S? So are we going to say that the S isn't here? But because then we're also double backing. So okay, that is that. And we'll colour that in. Okay, so we've got doormen. And it should have been... Why was there... Have I... Now this, maybe I have balked this up. We've got doormen. Then we've got in all. I just think I entered something in the wrong place. Yeah, because then Senate. Yeah, that's fine. No, not balked at all. Excellent. A. Ha ha ha. Could well be SEN there. So seatings should be after that. And we've got seat. There's your I. There's your N. There's your G. There's your S. So this is indeed SEN. Excellent. We're getting there. So south, east, north. Just move it down a bit. Phew. So that is that. And so we're all the way up to seatings. And where's seatings? Seatings. And then Dahlia. Dahlia. This was something we weren't sure of earlier, so that's fine. Lia. Dahlia. Hello, good evening, Cypher House. Good evening, how you doing tonight? You join us at the arts and crafts section of a puzzle. I have the H backwards, the 8. Yeah, there we go. Yes, indeed. We are fitting in some snakes, but sometimes when there's lots of north, south, east, and west's, NES's, NES, and W's, they go into one single square or circle. So C code. I am doing this backwards, but it's fine. ODE. So C code. So there's our C code, and lesson. It should be next, and things are going on here. It is an ucaoimhu, a Kevin Wald, and it is. Let's just say it is. So this should be lesson. These squares here. So something has gone fantastically squidgy. So tented may be wrong. So lesson has to be an N. And that I can just be, oh, that's fine. No, it's actually fine. It's ESS. It's actually absolutely fine. It's not squidgy. Because it's east, south, south. And the other letter is the I. So that's east, south, south. Okay. And then we have unbonded. So that's your... Oh, I moved something. So, where's our lesson? I've lost it. Elliot, so there's your unbonded. There, we've got unbonded. That's good. Next up is A-lines. That's going to have shenanigans, surely. Because we got... it's going to go here, here, here. A, L, I, and then NES. So north, east, and south. Some may overlap. This is absolutely fine. We were told this. We are spelling out letters here, aren't we? We are spelling out some letters. And I should mark that as the start of one. Chai is next. And that's fine. We've got chai there. That tar, we haven't solved. But we're spelling more things with letters, Sean. That tar. Is it going to be Ahab? Is it Ahab? Because he was a famous sailor. A tar. Where are we? I've lost it. Where was I? Oh, I've lost it. In many ways. Where's chai? I've lost chai. Chai is there. Oh. We've got an S there, but that may or may not be right. Salt. Swab. Cry. Cries about dropping line. Balls. Yes, it's swab. And that is doing the thing for this one. I will go through Snake 1 and make sure that we've got all the things. But there we go. Anneals. That A. Are we happy with that A? Yeah, we are happy with that A. Anneals. Are we happy with that I? Oh, it doesn't matter. A-N-N-E-A-L. Because we've got C code, and that seems fine. Oh, south and west together. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Yes, that makes more sense. So, so it's south and then west. That's good. And then we can put in our A-N-N-E-A-L. We still got a clash here. Oh no, no, A-N-N-N. No, that's normal. That is normal. That's why. A-N-N. So that's our anneals. If you've just joined me, you must wonder what the flipping heck is going on. And we've got even, and then we've got CA, and then from here we've got cans. So that's CA, north, north, east, and then south. So that's fine. What are we spelling? What are we spelling? Saga. Which one? So there's our cancer. There's our saga. And there's our pause. We have completed Snake 2. So let's now do the opposite. Let's go forward and do Snake 1. So cream, abacy, in-row, shiv, peon, douses. So that's, oh goodness, that's 4 of them. So that's west, west, south, east, and south. So that's douses. Thanes, T-H-A, and then this one is going to be, where's my pen? So Thanes, north, east, south. Try and do it. There we are. Okay. That is Thanes. Deuce, oral, sun. So that one's just north, south. So that's just up, down, which is a bit weird. Because then we have tented, which we haven't got right yet. Oh, you think it's just sun? Ah, that would make sense. Yes, 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 yes. In fact, it would. Yes. S-O-N-S. And then, because that can, we've already done, so it's T-E. N T E and D. So we've got all of shush you. We've got all of those. This is ridiculous. And then we've got dove. Dove. Doveel. Okay. So this we don't have solved. So is this not themas? And it's actually doveel. This one, of course, may have something going on. Group from London needs these set of assumptions underlying a literary work. Is it dogmile? This is true. This is true. So we've got dashing here. So we've got dashing. Then there's eels. So we've got okay, Stephen, what is the group from London? I'm happy to be just told. This L wasn't supported. What, this one? Is it dormant? No, this L. So that's probably your eels. That is our eels. And then we've got Donny, D-O-N-N-E. So that's N-N. Okay, we need one going east. Okay. So Donny. I know nothing about that clue, but that looks pretty good to me. So that is that. I also need to colour you in. And then we get our eels, our dashing. What's after dashing? Redness. Red. Aha, here we go. NESS. North, east, south, and south again. That's fine. And then next up is Malii. I've lost where I was. I was here. No, dashing, red. So I need to colour this one in. Because we started from here. And then Malii for those weird ear bones. Slavicist. SLAVICIST. I like the ones where it doesn't do anything. On end is just all there. Sabot or Sabo. It goes in there. Sela. SELAH. Noah. So we're all the way up to Noah. No spoilers yet, in case there was a spoiler that just went in the chat, as in for the end thing. Browses. Here we are. There's a thing happening in this cell. BRO. So that is west, south, and east. Okay. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. So that's browses. Shoeing, SHOEING. For that. Dire, Tyro. And then we need the next one, which starts here, and that's W. So let's mark those as done. They can stay wonky. I'm so sorry. Because that'll be your OCD that's not happy. Wait. Where? Okay, so there's definitely things going on here because it's a 7. And the next one afterwards is Teths, which is going to go... Well, there's your T. Oh no, things aren't happening. Oh, have I gone to the wrong line? Tyro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. Because we got Teths, then Thors, and then Wading, and that's the end of our thing. Although I think I must have missed out something here for this letter and possibly this letter. Oh, there's 2 clues. There's 2 clues. I thought there was 1 clue. Okay. So the residing one, Hologrow. Go for it in the chat. I'm happy to be told this. It's maximally pale. I'm thinking like whitest or wannest. So WANNEST. So there's NNES in that one. So it's going to be north, northeast. Okay, that's why. Okay, good. That now spells out asphalt. It's a pun on asphalt, basically. So that's good. And so that 1 ES, and then N something, A something. A beef supplier. It is neat. It's neat, but why? Why? Yes, that's genius. Yes, in terms of asphalt. Why is it neat? Because it's got to be. But I don't understand the why it is that. A neat is a cow. Oh, okay. 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 So that is the grid. Let's take a look at the preamble because there's still more to do. The darkened paths will form number 1, telling you to stop all this snaking. Asp, halt. Good. The letters in the shaded circles will form a cryptic clue for number 2. Okay. A cryptic clue for number 2. Let's look at that. Really? Nah. So, what was the instructions again? The instructions was, looking here, the letters in the shaded circles will form a cryptic clue for number 2. Okay. Why do I have at that end? That shouldn't be shaded, should it? This one up here. So let's ignore that for a start. Sun with grit IV. Okay. Sun with grit. I think it's sun with grit IV. Oh right. Okay, and IV is your enumeration. That's good. Yes. So let's do that. So sun with grit 4. So S is sun. And we'll come on to whatever. Please, no doing number 3 yet, please. Sun with grit. Is sun equal to S in this case? It's got to be something to do with snakes. So what was the instruction again? The instruction was form a cryptic clue for number 2. That's all it is. Sun is grit. Sand. Oh, with is and. So it's sand. So sun with grit is and. And okay, I've got an idea what number 3 is going to be. So then it says, I'll keep this in the middle. I'll just read it out. I'll then say, the letters in the shaded notched squares will form a cryptic clue for number 3. Shaded notched squares. What are those? Oh, right. Oh, it's the top and the bottom. Had not even seen that. Right. Carve long pebbles. 6. Is it... The sun clue came from the orange squares, the orange circle / squares. So it's here, SONWITH, grit, and then IV is your enumeration, and then in the grey at the top and the bottom, carve long pebble. Is it gravel? Is it gravel? Is to carve to grave, like engrave, and then long is L, and your pebbles are your gravel. So we've got asphalt written out in the grid. We've got sand. We've got gravel. We're literally making the road, not snaking. Road is made up of asphalt, sand, and gravel. However, there is one rather irritating point left to do. In every clue, if the nth letter of the entry for that clue lands on a shaded space, circle, or notched square, so either orange or grey, take the nth letter of that clue. Reading the circled letters in clue order will give you one last cryptic clue for something that is a combination of the results of 1, 2, and 3, which will enable you to complete one final path. Depends where it gets N-Fogarty, whether it's irritating. So for every clue, the nth letter of the entry for that clue, if it lands on a shaded space, take the nth letter of the clue. Reading the circled letters in clue order, I know. So, the nth letter of the entry for that clue lands on a shaded space. So, so this one, it's the first letter of inro, for example. So the first letter of inro, so we take... Oh, goodness, where's inro? Is it in the... No, it should be snake 1. Where's inro? Here we go. So we take the O of odd. Oh, and the first letter of cream. Yeah, that's a good point. Because I'd forgotten about the grey one. So that's D. This is ridiculous. This is an ucaoimhu puzzle. Because that's how you say ucaoimhu. Utterly mad. We have done one of his before. So we get to here, and then we get to the V of Shiv. So the fourth letter of this. Just follow the snake. Absolutely. Follow the snake. The G of... So this one, it's the one after Pion. It's Dowses. It's WSES. So is it just going to be the third letter? Or is it going to be the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth? So we're just going to... let's just take that. So it's don't... fourth letter of Thanes. So that's an H. So we've got R here, which is in the second letter of oral. If you think you've spotted it, keep it to yourself just for now, but it won't be long until I go for it. Third letter of sun's clue. The second letter, first letter of tented. Don't have... so we're generating a clue, aren't we? Can someone just check the preamble for me? Is it a clue that we're generating here for what you get if you mix 1, 2, and 3? You're saying don't have a cow, maybe? Keep it to yourself just for now. So that was the of tented. Oh, I've lost it. Where's tented? There it is. Okay. So it's the V of dove, but that's really Donny, so that's O. Okay. Oh, I keep missing these ones. So there's E here. So that's after Donny. So it's the first of eels. So that's S there. Up we go. Up to here. So it's the V of what is it? That is the V of second of eels. Thank you. So it's of Slavicist, is it? Have I gone wrong? Have I gone wrong? I did go wrong. So it's this one now. Because we did dashing, redness. So it's the fourth of redness. So that's E. Don't have one. Then we get to the E of Malii. So the fifth letter of this one, earbones. We get to the B of Sabo, so that's F. Don't have one of. This is just mental. H. Just incredible. Sela, so it's the fifth of that one. We go up to here. This is probably making no sense to anyone who's just joined, for which I can only apologise. What's this? Browses. So it's B-R-O-W, the fourth letter of that. H. Don't have one of the... third letter. We get an R from Tyro, so that's S. Absolutely outrageous. At least you know the sort of thing to expect. When I saw that I was prepping one, I immediately knew, third letter there. And so the second of neat. Third of one is second of neat, thank you. And then we go up to here. So the first of Thor's. Oh, something feels like it's gone wrong. We've got a W there for wading, first of wading. Maybe that neat. It is the second of neat. So that's, which is B. First of Teth, not Thors. Okay, that. So, don't have one of these. Blah. So now we do snake 2. We're halfway through. Oh no, last one of we need the 6th of wading. Yes, absolutely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll put that below, but that is C. So what is it? Don't have one of these block. Which let's just put you down here. So pause, first letter of pause is K, unsurprising there. G of saga, so the 3rd of saga. Can, so it's the 3rd letter of cans. That's Ithaca. N, so it is, oh goodness, what is that? Anneals, A-N-N, so it's the 3rd letter of that, I. This is nab. Ooh, what is that? Anneals, and then it's the 1st letter of swab, T. Oh, I'm assuming that's blocks hit. Be very careful. So that goes there, and we're gonna go. What's that? What is this? So it's after chai, a line. So it's the 3rd of that, P. I assume, and then the B of unbonded, which is A. It's got to be blocks hit. It's got to be blocks hit, please. So we're at the B. Now we're going to bounce back up here for the I of lion. No, it's lesson, but it's the 2nd letter, so that's V. Yep, and then we head up to L of dahlia, full, so that's E. And then we go down to here for the seating, so it's the 5th letter of seatings, which is D. So that's blocks hit paved. So we carry on going around. The H of, that looks like hat. Senate. So okay, so that's the 2nd letter of this, is it? P, have I got that right? 2nd of Senate, no, 1st. Oh, no, you're quite right, it is the 1st, it is S, yes, well done. And then it's in the 1st of that, which is U. L down here, so that's in all. So it's the, oh, we've got a 2nd one here. So it's an R, that one. And then doorman, nothing there. Go up to here. W for, oh, what is that? Screens is the 5th of screens. And the 1st of salve. And then the 4th of salve as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've stopped reading it because I'm just doing this. This is just absolute bonkers. S of despises. Despised even, so that is an E. And then we're going to hit the A, so that is of aboard. The A of aboard, so the 4th one there is an E. Is that right? That doesn't feel right. And we've got an O of cloth, so that is I. Have I done something wrong there? That something seems wrong. Got an R here for the 4th letter of chas, which is G. And then, okay, no, this should be an H, I'm hoping. Yep, that's an H. And the last, and then that is a T. Don't have one of these blocks hit. Don't have one of these blocks hit paved surface 8. So, from the preamble, so it says, for every clue, do this. Reading all of the circled letters in clue order will give you one last cryptic clue for something that is a combination of the results of 1, 2, and 3, which we know are asphalt, sand and gravel, which will enable you to complete one final path. Don't have one of these blocks hit paved surface 8. Of course, that 8 will indeed be the number 8. That's an enumeration. Come on, this is not the time for my keyboard to stop working. Don't have one of these blocks hit paved surface, and it will enable us to complete one final path. So I'm having a look at the grid, which I'm now going to sort of just make bigger. Don't have one of these. Blocks hit paved surface. Can I have a hint, please, to this 8-letter word? Like, first letter, please, and or a light hint, because I want to get this. This is a 2-hour crossword. Can I just say it's 10 o'clock? But it doesn't feel like it's dragged, because it feels like we've always had something to do. Base something or other. A blackout. Don't have a blackout. This is true of Rudtery. My can has just been sitting to my left-hand side. Next letter, please. From Meredith, anyway. You've only heard Americans use this word. Well, I've lived in America, so I'm hoping that it'll be fine. We've got an I or an L. Marky's gone for I. We've got 2 L's. So what do you get if you combine asphalt, sand and gravel? You get like cement or pavement or a sidewalk. And it's all about snakes as well. Oh, it was lowercase l. Nice save, Marky V. Nice save. A blackout. I can't get this clue. Next letter, please. It's going to be an A. It's going to be an A. Yeah, letter number 3. A. Knew it would be an A. See, I can see BLA here. Blah. Is the next letter a C? It's got to be another term for tarmac or something. It is a C. Is it? Dave, good evening. You've just joined me at a very weird bit of the evening. We're right at the end of today's crossword, but goodness knows what is going on. So if you know what the answer is to this 8-letter clue, please tell me, because I may not know the term. Absolutely. Oh, it's a container. So good evening. We're doing a cryptic crossword that has been absolutely bonkers. Blacktop. I've heard of Blacktop. No, I have heard of Blacktop. It's the name for another name for tarmac, essentially, but in North America. So it's Blacktop. Okay. What is the good evening, Bauble. What is the don't have one of these blocks hit paved surface? How does the parsing work there? So if you lack one of these, the first of these is T. It's all blocked by hit. If you hit something, you bop, and a paved surface is blacktop. That's absolutely fine. No, that's absolutely fine. I'm happy with all of that. So for the raiders who have just joined me, we've constructed 2 snakes that literally they bounced all off, eat all of the walls. But sometimes, no, we couldn't just put in the snake. If it had a north, south, east or west in it, sometimes, but not all the time, we had to replace that and sort of trace out these letters, and we traced out the word asphalt starting from the circles that we've put in orange. There was an extra message in those orange squares. There was another message in the top and bottom rows. And there was a third message with a weird cipher based on the orange and grey squares and the clues, which said, don't have one of these blocks, hit page surface, blacktop. And this means we should be able to complete one last path. I think it says. The clue said it will enable you to complete one final path. Which, I mean, this is sort of black at the top. It's not referring to that. Yes, you may, and also you mix asphalt, sand, and gravel, which were two other words that we got through those messages to make tarmac or blacktop. What is that? There's got to be. Is there a final path that I need to write? Oh, hang on. It would in it's metaphorical. It's not in the grid. Blacktop, the top surface of your thing, will enable you to make a path. That is the path, and that, my friends, is The Road Not Snaking by ucaoimhu. Oh my goodness.